The only difference that should exist between two human beings is that of piety and not of wealth. Yo, I can't lie, every time I close my eyes, all I sit and think about are the bodies trapped inside. I try to visualize what they must have been going through, confused and terrified, knowing they're about to die soon. Lena Bell-Caddy was only 6 months old when the thick dense smoke made its way down her little throat. They found a small burnt body in her mother's arms, trying to protect her from any kind of harm. So much so for living in a first world country, where the people at the top are always money hungry, and the poor are hungry too for a little bit of food. They have to choose, should they feed the kids or take a little bite, so that they can survive to make it through another night, to fight another day where they'll be victimized for their social position due to social conditioning. The inequality we're living in is just pure sickening. It wasn't just Grenfell that burned that night, so did the hopes of many brown, black and white people like you and me, struggling to make ends meet, perceived as cheese on covers of tabloids and broadsheets, victims of fake news, the economy's backbone, overworked and underpaid, can't go back home, so they're forced to work every hour God sends. We have to stop the poor from being socially cleansed. As we speak, it's been weeks, still no sign of inner peace. Families tormented, seeking loved ones on the streets. Flashbacks of dreams and how they pictured life would be. The reality for them is now very bleak indeed. Ironically, across the street you could find calm and peace. Bankers, estate agents sipping on their tea, celebrating wealth from people's burnt down properties, whilst they keep the rent and inflation rising rapidly. The whole system is corrupt, systematically is set up to destroy the poor economically. Don't believe everything you read in the times that we're living in, cause the biggest lies are now printed in black ink. Tragically, this disease is spreading globally. We all need to take heed and do so instantly. Today is them, tomorrow it could be you or me. What the future has in store, we have all yet to see. It wasn't just Grenfell that burned that night, so did the hopes of many brown, black and white people like you and me, struggling to make ends meet, perceived as cheese on covers of tabloids and broadsheets, victims of fake news, the economy's backbone, overworked and underpaid, can't go back home, so they're forced to work every hour God sends. We have to stop the poor from being socially cleansed. Generations of history, Jenny being gentrified just to justify corporate greed. I can't believe how they hesitate to state a class divide's taking place when we lost human beings that can never be replaced. We need to wisen up to the games that they play on us. The onus is on us to seek the truth and not to pass the buck. We need to bridge the gap between them and us before they lift the drawbridge up and leave us to rot in the dust. We are all part of the same human family, we share the same pain. If it hurts you, then it hurts me to forget about fraudulent promises from a fake government. I'm adamant they knew what was happening. You don't know it, we the people have the greatest power when it comes to persecuting those in powerful positions. So empower yourself so that we can rise up to these power-hungry corporations and these brutal institutions. It wasn't just Grenfell that burned that night, so did the hopes of many brown, black and white people like you and me, struggling to make ends meet, perceived as cheese on covers of tabloids and broadsheets, victims of fake news, the economy's backbone, overworked and underpaid, can't go back home, so they're forced to work every hour God sends. We have to stop the poor from being socially cleansed. Rest in peace to everyone that died in Grenfell Tower on that tragic night. We owe it to them to come together and unite.